Coach, it is a building that has seen it all through the many years of its existence as EA Sports welcomes you to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Oakland Raiders. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Down! 185!
Oh, you got deep?
Show it up! To do!
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
65!
Carr now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin White in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. He's coming off a last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Eluding the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, let's go. Yep.
Now Allen. Gonna throw again. Open man is Howard, the tight end. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Allen from the gun on third down. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Precision, precision, precision. That's the definition of it right there. Great pass, great catch for the score.
Yeah, people talk about arm strength all the time. Well, if you're not precise and you're not accurate, the arm strength really doesn't matter. We saw a little bit of everything with that throw. This will be taken short.
And he is going to be brought down at the 3-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, that the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the lot. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Darren Waller, 78 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This fielded at the 2.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Coming this way, Here we go.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Come on, set. The 70, Indy.
To throw, it's Allen. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. He had a little bit of a turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 17, Carr will find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Carr. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On second down, Jacobs. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Seven, our score after 1.
Score time, 7-7.
On third down, Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A little bit of daylight on that first down run. Sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Buccaneers' 40-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here, X3. 218. Chopper. Crash.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check. Easy. Kill. Here we go. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Come on. Joker. Express. That's it.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
180. Hey, we're good. 180.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
What now? 180. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Kill, 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 kill. 29. 29. White Monday down. Hey, orbit. That's up.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Complete to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Bang, 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 bang.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. There he goes, left side. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taywan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Play action. Now it's Allen. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Cyrus Jones picks it, and the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because it really may be...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Maurice Hurst in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Bravo.
Throwing now is Allen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And this is caught by Evans. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on 4th down. Allen going to go on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, shoot. Hey, rock it.
Allen now throwing again. He completes it to Evans. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Allen. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. Of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 32.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Drop deep, 53 to Mike. 53. Check.
Running is Jacobs. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 18-yard line. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Carr going to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now, you ready?
53 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Carr now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good, and the lead is now 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he's got this down to the 35. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On first down, Murray. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They go with Murray again. And an alley to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before his drop. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll go again to Jones. And he's got some space here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. A toss running left. Logan. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They run it with Jacobs, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got Evans. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
He finds his target. It's Evans. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
To throw again on second down. Allen. Open man, it's Preston Williams. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. That was second down run for Murray. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Latavius Murray scoring a touchdown against his former mates as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. The 20, 10, 5, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.